Happy Valentine's Day. We spent ours at EPCOT.
We did.
It was a lovely day.
It was a great day. We had matching outfits as well.
You
Amanda
can't
got a
see
new
mine.
Spirit jersey, so you can't
My
see
Minnie
it.
Mouse one is under here.
They're matching in this section here. And
we're very cute.
Yeah, it
we'll
works
put a
well.
picture in it in here, right?
There
now.
it is. Somewhere on the screen. Yeah.
Or over there.
Look at that.
Maybe over there.
Crazy. It's somewhere. I don't know.
Anyway, how did our day start? We started by doing our little trick where we went first from our all-star resort to Hollywood Studios
By bus.
to get on the Skyliner to take us to Caribbean Beach Resort and then to EPCOT.
That's right.
Morning. Good morning. We're going to EPCOT today. We're going to try our trick to get on Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, so we'll see if it works. The bus line is very busy this morning, so we're a little worried we won't get on, but we're going to try. This bus is packed, but we are on it.
We made it.
And
The
that's
plan is still a go.
And we actually met another influencer who was doing the exact same thing as us. So we were not the only ones doing it today.
We're not, no.
Just before 8 o'clock, and we are at Hollywood Studios, about to get on the Skyliner. A little bit later than we had hoped, but the bus was late, so what can you do?
Let's go.
Can't really see. There it is.
Here we go.
It is 8:21, and we just arrived at EPCOT, so we're about to scan in and then get in the early entry line. Held up by a couple minutes because Caleb and Grandma got stuck at security, but that was me yesterday, so I can't really say much about it. Also, little tip, yesterday the reason I got stopped was for a magnetic sunglasses case, so if you have one of those, just hold it out in front of you when you walk through security.
But yeah, it worked well.
EPCOT was very, very busy today, so the trick did not work as well this time as it did the last time we were at EPCOT.
We got to Epcot and through at the back, perfect timing. Like we rope dropped really well. However, everybody went straight for Ratatouille.
All right, well, we are in Epcot. The line for early entry for Ratatouille is kind of insane.
So we'll see how long this wait time is and let you know if it's worth it. I still think it's a ride that gets people on a lot.
It's 8:28
so
right now, and we're moving pretty consistently. So
this is usually an hour-long wait ride at least. So I still think we're in good shape.
okay, it's 8:44, and we're officially at the queue now. I don't think this is normal. I think this is really busy because it's Valentine's Day today, but we're definitely waiting a lot longer today than we did the last time we did this. Okay, we're officially in the inside queue, and it's 9:05. Like I said, it's definitely taking longer than usual. It's 9:16, and we're about to get on.
So 45 minutes?
Not great, but not bad.
I still think it's going to be faster than the rest of the entire day. So it's still worth it. We'll see.
9:25, just got off of Remy's. About 50 minutes start to finish. So I'm glad that we got it done first thing in the morning. We'll see if the lines are shorter later in the day.
So it wasn't as good as usual. Like last time it was almost a walk on for Ratatouille. It was in like 5-10 minutes.
The line though for Ratatouille was longer for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I don't think it went under 60 minutes.
It did not.
For the rest
No, we
of
kept
the day.
looking throughout the entire day, never went under 60. So technically, it did work.
Yes.
It still worked. It
I
wasn't
still
a
think we
success.
made the right decision
Yes,
getting
I
it
agree.
done first thing in the morning. I guess if we could have, I would have maybe gotten to the park 15 minutes earlier than we did to try to get on it a bit faster. But I do think that today was an especially busy day at the park because it was Valentine's Day. So I think it was a little bit of an outlier
I agree.
in that way.
Yeah. As soon as we got in is when rope drop for early entry happened, and you could see across the bridge, everyone started walking as we got through security. So yeah, 10 minutes earlier, we probably would have been all right.
For lightning lanes, we started with Soarin', and then we did the Sea with Nemo and Friends. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And then our third pre-booked lightning lane was Spaceship Earth. I think for us, that worked really well.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you want to prioritize going on the Frozen ride, book that as a pre-booked lightning lane because that line was close to 2 hours, if not longer, the entire day.
To be fair, the entire first half of the day, that ride was down.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
that probably made a big difference as well. But having said that, Soarin' multi-pass times were available the entire day. It felt like every time we were looking to see what's available, Soarin' was always there. It worked well with the layout that we wanted to do, that Amanda created, where we wanted to almost circle the entire park in one go. But yeah, I would say focus on getting the Frozen one.
If that's a priority for you.
Yeah, exactly.
For us, we have done the Frozen ride before and we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like a ride that we were desperate to go on again. So I was kind of okay skipping it today.
Yeah.
But
I'm a little sad we didn't get to go on it, but that was kind of out of our control, and I will always take Soarin' over the Frozen story ride.
Yeah.
As cute as it is.
It's very cute. Then we did not get in the 7 a.m. virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy.
No.
We refreshed immediately and it was gone.
Yeah.
Everything except for virtual queue is fine.
Yeah, we missed virtual queue for Guardians.
It's all gone. The lightning lanes are gone. We're a little nervous. We're gonna get this 1 o'clock to work.
We were refreshing before 7 o'clock even hit and just continually refreshing, and we just must have hit refresh a little too early and then a little too late because
didn't get it.
We did not get it.
No, so we were panicking because then we were like, okay, we should book individual lightning lane, and that was sold out for the entire day. So we're like, oh no, if we don't get it at 1, we're out.
Yeah.
And that would have been a big bummer. Spoiler alert, we did get it at 1, thankfully, all 4 of us. Shout out in this moment to Grandma Lynn.
Mandy, ready? Grandma, you ready for this?
Maybe.
Caleb, you ready?
Grandma Lynn, who's 77, and
Or 70.
when I tell you she rocked this ride, she got off and she was like, that was so much fun.
Just got off of Guardians of the Galaxy. Did you like the ride, Grandma?
Oh, that was so much fun.
That was so fun.
Incredible.
Yes.
I hope to be doing rides as well as Grandma Lynn does when I'm her age. 'Cause
Yeah,
that was
definitely.
awesome.
How are you doing? You dizzy?
My legs don't.
Guardians of the Galaxy was a success.
So much fun. And we got September, which is always a win. Such good. It was such a good ride. I forgot how good that ride actually
It's
is.
so much fun.
I think it might be, after that experience, it might be my favorite ride now. I think it's taken over
Yeah.
Flight of Passage for me.
Yeah, I
Flight of
think
Passage
it's-
was like an evolutionary ride. It blew my mind the first time I went on it. But God, this is such a good roller coaster. And it doesn't even need to go upside down to be incredible. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite ride at Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
very sad had we not gotten in the virtual queue. I would have been very sad.
Yeah. It would have been such a bummer. But we did it.
So, yeah.
We had a great time. So
I will say, if you're willing to spend the extra bit of money, I think in hindsight, I would have maybe said book
it.
the lightning lane for Guardians of the Galaxy in the hopes that you could go on it twice.
Especially if you're making the choice to, like, you know what, we're going to stay at a budget resort to save some money and put that towards getting multi-pass and individual passes and stuff like that. It's worth it. Guardians of the Galaxy, I would
so
have loved to
fun.
have done that a second time. It's so good.
And it's such a smooth roller coaster. It doesn't
Yeah.
like jostle you around really, but it's fast. You're like, I don't know, spinning. And yeah, it's so much fun. What else?
What do we, let's rewind cosmically.
Do you remember? Okay.
So we did Soarin', and then we went on to
Living with the Land.
Living with the Land. That was about 15 minutes to get on that ride, which wasn't too bad. Nothing
Glad we did
against
it
it.
once.
Yeah, I've done it now. I know what it is. I've experienced it, and it's cool, and it's great. And Disney environmentalism, love it. Cool.
Don't need to do it again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And then we went to the Seas with Nemo and Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Very glad we had a lightning lane for that because the line for that one gets so long.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a cute ride, but kind of similar to Frozen. I wouldn't want to wait in a super long line to go
no
on
way.
it. It's very cute and I'm glad that we got to go on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would not have waited more than an hour.
It's kind of like the Little Mermaid ride at Magic Kingdom. Like, it's a ride I always want to go on every time we visit. but I do not want to wait for it because it's not worth that. I would have waited a little bit for Frozen, but for that ride, no. So I'm glad we had the multi-pass and got on there pretty quickly. What did work out, we had a multi-pass later in the day for Turtle Talk with Crush, but it's right there at the end of Finding Nemo. So we went in there and it said a 25-minute wait. And we were a bit bummed, but we did it. And it ended up being like, we were in the room for 5 minutes and then we went straight in. Yeah. So that worked out well.
I will say, if Turtle Talk is like 20 or 25 minutes for the wait, that typically just means that you can walk straight into the big holding room and then go in whenever the next show is. Because usually the showings take like 15 or so minutes. Yeah. So I think when they put like 20 to 25 minutes on there, it's just because a group just went in, so you'd be in the next group. Yeah,
exactly. And there's plenty to do in that room as well. They've got like the little ponds. You can see the fish and the stingrays and the sharks, and you can take some trivia. So yeah, you can easily keep yourself entertained during that time as well. So that worked out well. That was a fun one. Shout out to the child who was asked, what do you like to eat by Crush? And he said goldfish, and Crush's eyes popped out of his head like, whoa, it was
Read the room, man.
I was not mentally prepared for that, bro. That was fun. That was a good time.
That's funny. And then we did Journey of Water.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Moana Journey of Water.
That was very cool.
I loved it. I honestly, like, we were a little worried about getting to the next things, and we were getting hungry and needing coffee and stuff. So we rushed it a little more than we probably wanted to, but it was fun. It's cool. It's so interactive. I loved it. Next time we go back to EPCOT, I'd be happy to like pretend it's the first time doing it and relive it properly again.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was really cool.
It was very cool. I loved where they had the water coming down and it played it like a string instrument.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just really fun and interactive. And I feel like if you have little kids and it's a really hot day, that would be such a great way to go spend like 20 to 30 minutes and just hang out in there. The kids that were in there were having a blast.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Because EPCOT doesn't have as much for the young kids to do. So I think that's a really great attraction.
Yeah, definitely.
For them especially.
I will say, it's a lot of the changes that they've made, that is changing. Like with that, we shortly after that went and saw the Encanto show just outside of Communicore Hall. That was fun. That was a really fun show as well. That was a good time. Between that and the Frozen sing-along at Hollywood Studios, I'm having a really fun time on this trip with those kinds of shows. Disney have done, I feel like, really well with that side of it, just making it more, it's for the kids, but the families in general are really enjoying it. It's others that are telling the stories and they do it in a humorous way. It's fun.
Yeah. After that, we got some lunch at the building that has the Starbucks, and then on the other side, there's food options. Yeah,
there's a quick service there, basically.
We had a quick lunch there.
I got the General Tso's chicken. I thought it was going to be something comparable to Backlot Express, the chicken that we got.
The teriyaki bowl.
The teriyaki bowl. I thought it'd be like that. This is more of a crumb chicken and very reliant on the sauce. I didn't dislike it, but it wasn't quite as nice / healthy as the day before food that I got. So if that's kind of the vibe you're going for, this was more like Arby's trying to be healthy, but it's crumb chicken and tons of sauce everywhere. It was enjoyable, but not quite what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I had pepperoni pizza. It was pretty good.
Yeah?
It was a pretty good pepperoni pizza. It wasn't, I don't think that any pepperoni pizza could really, truly wow me at this point. But it was a decent piece of pizza.
Did it feel like store-bought frozen pizza that was just microwaved?
No, it was better than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I liked it. It was kind of like New York style, like thin, but the crust was kind of like crispy on the bottom a little bit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It was good.
Oh, we walked through the 30 Years of Disney on Broadway, which was really cool.
That was really cool. I loved seeing the costumes up close.
Yeah.
They're so detailed and intricate, and I love seeing those things up close, because when you see it on stage, you get kind of the general, like, the sparkle of the rhinestones and things like that, but you don't get to see all of the detail up close.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah, it was incredible. The costuming in Aladdin is insane.
Jasmine's costume is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And all of the props and things for the Lion King, that was really cool to see up close as well.
Yeah. As theater people, that was a good time. Yeah.
Exactly.
This is what we studied, so we're always gonna love it. That was fun.
Then we kind of made our way over to the World Showcase because we had booked the virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy at that point, but it wasn't until later in the day. I think at that point it was saying 4:30. It ended up being closer to like 5:10.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started in Mexico.
So we just had the croqueta from the Artista Hambriento. It's fine. I would give it maybe like a 5. It was a little too saucy for me, and I thought the chicken was a bit dry. It wasn't bad, but it didn't blow me away.
I'm pushing more towards a 7.5 or an 8. I like the saucy stuff. The heat is really nice, and it kind of comes in a lot afterwards. There's a lot of flavor in this. Marking it down a bit, the chicken was a little bit lukewarm, but you kind of expect it from a food booth, I guess. But I liked it.
Yeah, definitely a kick to this one.
Yeah, it's good. It's still like, it's hot up in here. It's good. I like it.
We wanted to grab a drink, but the lineup was really long. So we kind of walked around, checked out all the shops and everything like that. And then made our way out from there and went over to Norway. And we got a couple of
the
things.
school bread.
Yes.
And the frozen Viking coffee.
Let's call it that, yeah.
The Viking coffee, that's cold. That's what we got.
And it has Baileys.
It was delicious.
So I'm a sucker for Baileys. I drink Baileys on ice. It's one of my go-to things. So this was a fun time. Highly recommend if that's your flavor type and you like some alcohol as well. I loved it.
The school bread was good. There was some like taste in it that I can't place. I said at the time black licorice.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it was maybe like clove or like cardamom or something or nutmeg. There was something in there that had like a little bit of a bite to it that you didn't really taste.
No, not at all.
But I did, which I didn't. It wasn't my favorite flavor, but the custard in the school bread was really good, and it was like nice and fluffy. I do wish it was like a little bit warm.
That's fair.
On the outside.
Yeah. I think we had slightly different experiences with that. I didn't get the licorice or anything of that. I thought it was just kind of a donut with some cinnamon in it, and then the custard was really good. And then pairing that with the drink as well, I was having a good time. Like that whole experience for me was a solid 9. I'd say a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe pushing a little higher because Baileys will do that to me.
Yeah, you love your Baileys.
So good. Love it. I love it.
Then we went to the China Pavilion and we got some pork egg rolls, and those were pretty good.
Yeah, they were like, they were good. They were good pork egg rolls. They weren't the greatest thing I've ever had, and they were not bad at all. They were just a solid egg roll.
Yeah.
That was it.
Pretty standard good egg roll, I
Duck
would
sauce
say.
over the top. Worked out pretty well. Yeah, enjoyable. Like a 7-ish, 6.5, 7 out of 10. And not to knock it in anywhere. It was just not the most exciting thing. It was what it was supposed to be, and it was decent.
And it kind of sustained us. After that amount of sugar
That's true. That
at
helps.
the Norway Pavilion, I think I was feeling a little like sugar shaky. So I needed a little bit of protein and like something savory in my system. So that was a good holdover.
Yeah.
Because after that, it was about time to go get on Guardians of the Galaxy, which we did. We still waited in line in the virtual queue for about 45 to 50 minutes, do you think?
How long was the wait? An hour?
About
1 hour in virtual
about
queue?
an hour.
Yeah, I mean, not a terrible wait.
No,
But-
definitely worth it.
But
I would
just
say.
know to plan, if you're going to join the virtual queue, it's not the same as being in the lightning lane.
Yeah,
you
no.
still do wait in line when you're joining that virtual queue, but you're not waiting more than like 2 hours like you would
oh God, no.
for,
Nothing
you know,
like that.
Frozen or anything like that. So.
And when we got into the lineup, we were just outside the door as well. We didn't even start the line inside, and that was what took the entire hour to get onto the ride.
Yeah.
So, yeah, assuming that's kind of what they were probably going for, it's like you don't wait for more than an hour. That's exactly what we got, lining up just outside. So it seemed to work out pretty well timing-wise.
Yeah. And then basically we went back and tried to make our way through as many of the countries as we could in the World Showcase.
We did not see much of the World Showcase. Today, which is a bummer.
We did not see much of the World
Showcase today, which is a bummer.
Wait, we forgot to mention though, we did go get the secret drink from the Mexico Pavilion.
Right, yes.
Let's see if this really works. Dom sent me. Let's see.
Hi, Dom sent me. Thank you. That's strong. So this is the secret drink at the Mexico Pavilion at La Cava del Tequila. You have to say Dom sent me, and they'll give you this delicious but strong little bevy. It is a little pricey.
Only one?
Yeah, this one.
It'll be $21.30.
But it is delicious, and get a little Valentine with it. Or maybe that's just today because it's Valentine's Day. Regardless, I love it.
That was so good. We only got one to share, and I think that was the right move because I don't know if I would have wanted to pay for two of those.
Because what was it, $21? $22?
It was $20 plus tax, and then by the time we paid tip, it was over $25.
Yeah.
$25 and some change.
And this is just a regular sized drink.
This is a small margarita. It was delicious. I loved it. I'm glad that we got it to try, but I'm also glad that we shared it because it was pricey for the amount that you got.
I thought it was going to be a whole experience of them making it and stuff. It was just, they had it ready to go. They just iced it in a cup, pitcher, poured it in, put some whipped cream over the top and sprinkles, and there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, for $25, I was like, this better be delicious. And to be fair, it was. It was strong, it was a great taste, and we enjoyed it very much, and we definitely felt a buzz afterwards. Yeah, getting one each, paying $50 for that, no.
No, I'm glad that we shared it. I think, for what it was, I think it was very delicious, but yeah, pricey.
Definitely try it, because it's delicious.
Yeah, it's really good. I would recommend trying it once.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've got somebody, get it with a friend, get it with somebody else to share it with, because it's expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just had
Pastoral Palate.
Yep, that one with the braised beef
And the the pork white bean cassoulet.
Yeah, I give them both like a 6.5
They're very
out of
cozy.
10.
If it's like a rainy day at the park, those would be great. They're both very cozy, warming kinds of meals. Since it was pretty warm here today, maybe not what we needed or wanted.
Fly us back to Minnesota and give us those. I'll probably be a little happier.
The beef was very tender. Like you could cut it just with your plastic fork, which was nice.
That's true. The sauce with the beans was nice. I like that
kind
one.
of like a Tuscan vibe.
Yeah.
With that one.
And the balsamic with the mashed potatoes was nice, and the broccolini. It was pretty good.
Yeah. I think a 7.5.
So we'll average out to a 7.
Before we did Luminous, we went to the France Pavilion to get the brioche ice cream
we haven't
sandwiches.
actually talked about
I
this
know, we
ourselves
haven't
yet.
even talked about this.
Okay.
We got two of them. We got one with vanilla ice cream and caramel sauce, and we got one with coffee ice cream and chocolate sauce.
Yeah.
I much preferred the vanilla with the caramel sauce.
Agreed.
I thought the coffee, I don't know, it tasted like they had coffee grounds in it. As a flavor thing in it, a little bit, it was a little bit gritty. Almost.
I did not notice that at all. Okay.
And it just wasn't my favorite coffee. I think it was the Joffrey's coffee, and I know some people really like Joffrey's coffee. But
we've tried.
I just don't like the flavor of it. So I think that that's the coffee that they don't come for me. I'm so sorry. The vanilla I thought was really good. I don't know if I'd wait in a line again.
It took about 15 minutes to get to the front of the line, and then a few more for them to make it. The way I heard it described was it tastes the way you think it would. It's brioche with ice cream in it. And to be fair,
it was good.
That was right. That is what it was. My time eating it, I agree as far as which one I preferred out of the two. If I could go back, I wouldn't do the coffee. They had an apple cinnamon flavor of ice cream that I think would actually pair really nicely, kind of like just a warm apple pie with ice cream, something like that would have been nice. I didn't love it, honestly, and I love brioche and I love ice cream, and them together wasn't bad. It's
Yeah.
fine. I wanted to be mind blown and I wasn't.
Yeah, I also think I struggled with it a little bit because I have sensitive teeth. So like biting into it was kind
that's
of
gonna be tough.
tricky for me. And also the brioche doesn't actually like seal around the ice cream.
No.
The ice cream kind of falls out the sides, which is a little bit messy,
And then
kind
it's
of hard
hot,
to eat.
so it melts kind of quickly.
So
It's a bit of a mess.
yeah, I would
It was
say
still
it was
ice
like a fun treat to get
Yeah.
once. I don't know if I'll get it again,
Yeah.
but
And I would only be tempted to try with that apple cinnamon just for the sake of knowing what that experience is like. But otherwise, that's probably me done with that thing,
Yeah.
happily going like, oh, it was alright. It was
Yeah.
good.
I think there are other desserts at EPCOT that I would rather have.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because it's Festival of the Arts right now. There are a lot of booths that we know there were some good desserts at, but we specifically wanted to try this one on this trip. So, yeah.
And now we've done it, and I'm happy we did.
Yeah, now we know the experience, which is good.
And then we saw Luminous,
Yes.
which was really good. I mean, it was really cool. The fireworks were definitely really, really good. But, oh, you're, okay. He's getting a prop.
Here's the thing. And people are going to disagree with me on this. And that's okay. You're allowed to. This is the superior show, in my humble opinion. This is why I bought the Spirit jersey. I had no intention of buying anything with glitter on it. But that's how much I enjoyed Harmonious. Now, I'm going to go on record and say I understand that Disney didn't want to have shows bleeding over each other, and I get that Fantasmic does the water projection thing, and that's what Harmonious was doing, and that's probably why they're like, look, it's not working, you gotta change this up. The fireworks display of Luminous was fantastic.
Together, our voices illuminate the world. If we only listen closely for the sounds of each other.
Was really good. However, the show itself, to me, didn't have the same heart that Harmonious did, and I loved that. So I enjoyed myself, and at the end of it was just like, that was a really cool fireworks display. I miss Harmonious.
Yeah.
That's my feelings on it.
Yeah, you were very passionate about Harmonious. I really enjoyed Harmonious, and I really enjoyed Luminous. The EPCOT nighttime shows have never been my personal favorite.
This is true.
I love Fantasmic. I love the kind of performance element of
true.
Fantasmic, and I love the castle fireworks at Magic Kingdom with the projection show on the castle. To me, I find that those two shows just have a lot more heart and a lot more storyline to them, and I just enjoy those more. So I enjoyed Luminous, and I really enjoyed Harmonious as well. I honestly don't think that I remember Harmonious well enough to really compare the two,
That makes me sad.
but I know that you loved Harmonious,
I really did.
and I enjoyed both of them.
That's fair. I can't even really argue. Not many people liked Harmonious from what I understand. It didn't do very well, which I didn't understand. I loved it. But that's fine. Fantasmic for me now ranks second behind the castle show, but Harmonious was in second place for me. So now Luminous is an enjoyable fireworks display, and I give it all the best. This sounds mean. I'm tired and I'm in my feels right now. I just wanted people to appreciate this more. And
Justice for Harmonious.
Justice for Harmonious. It was such a good show. Anyway, that's not what this is about.
And that was our day.
Bring it back though. Yeah, that was our day. On that note, we're gonna get some rest. See you in Animal Kingdom.
See you real soon. Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye.
Quick pause. Give it a little eyelash.
Thank you.
Valentine's Day. We got a pass.
We're so tired.
We're really struggling, everybody.
So we're gonna go to sleep.
But
now.
yeah, we'll go to sleep and we'll wake it up. We'll wake it up and we're gonna do it again. We're gonna somehow do this again. Bye.
Bye. Now we have to film the TikTok one. That was so long.
That went on forever.
Why didn't we shut up?